Hi, my name is Amy. Welcome to the Lead Empowered Journey. I am so excited to begin this journey with you. I first just want to start by introducing myself and talking about my values and a little bit of my story and my journey that brought me here, and looking forward into what this will hold and what you'll hear about. So, first, if you asked me, my top 3 values are personal growth, self-sustainability, and zero waste. So in my world, in my mind, all of those things go really close together. So to me, it feels like one big thing, but you could break it down into those. And a little bit of my journey and my story is there was a catalyst to change about a year and a half ago in October of 2020. We were about to sell our house. We had papers signed, and we just ended up not giving them back. We had the house packed up, the trailer packed up, and we were so ready to be done here. There was just a little hesitation, and that was enough for us to just evaluate, was this really what we were supposed to be doing? And we ended up staying. Long story short. And that was hard for me because I was so discouraged by where we were at in our neighborhood, and I was ready to be done. But it really made me change my attitude, and we've always believed that God gave us this house because the people that we bought the house from, when our realtor came to show us the house, we actually knew the people who were remodeling. The house was not done yet, and so we saw it before it was on the market. We know that they could have got a lot more money if they would have completed it and then put it on the market, but they just told us too that they felt like it was our house, and so we got a really good deal on it. In my mind, we'd always said we know that God gave us this house, but for selfishly probably for the equity so that we could move on to the 5 acres that we wanted. And so through this process of not ending up moving, it really changed my heart about why are we here. And I just feel like God showed me so many things, like, this is your Africa, like, be a light in the darkness where you're at instead of letting the darkness get you down. And then as well, in October 2020, I felt like God asked me to stop working for a year. And I have worked my whole life. Since I was 6 years old, I've made money. And so that was something like my identity and security was very tightly woven into that. And I know that's exactly why God asked me to take a year off, because he wanted to unravel that. And I know in my heart, like, he's going to use my skills and talents even more valuably when my identity is not wrapped up in that. So I just wanted to share with you the verse in Deuteronomy 8:16 through 18. It says, "He did this to humble you and test you for your own good. He did all this so you would never say to yourself, 'I have achieved this wealth with my own strength and energy.' Remember the Lord your God. He is the one who gives you power to be successful." And I know that one of my biggest downfalls is pride, and that I can do this myself and that I don't need help. So that was the beginning of this journey. So a year and a half in, we have a little city farm, and I'm just so excited about what's happening. But really, I think we had been here, but we weren't invested here. And I desire to have a community like 100 years ago, where you just bake the neighbors a pie because you're baking a pie. And when someone is sick, you bring them dinner. And when someone has a baby, you watch their other kids. Or when someone has cancer, you drive them to their appointments. Like, I desire to have this closeness in community. And I feel like that's really when it began, when it really felt like our home and where we are planted is where we're supposed to be the light, not just where we where we sleep. And so a big desire for me in opening my life and being vulnerable in this way is to inspire you and give you practical steps in your own journey of, I feel like we live in a day and age of taking in a lot of information, but where are we living that out? And what is our platform? What does our community look like where you actually get to live the hard things that you're learning? Because I was not excited when we were going to stay here. Like, my mindset was ready to leave. So it's taken a lot, a journey for me to get where I'm at. But at the same time, like, I feel so passionate about being where we're at now and blessing our neighbors and loving on our neighbors. And as well, just like the city farm and growing self-sustainably, preserving food, all of the things that like bring me joy, but also are a way to create community. So my vision and my goal for sharing my life and opening it in this way is to empower you and inspire you and motivate you to go take those steps in your life and in your community. And I have a favorite gal that I watch, Roots and Refuge Farm, and she's amazing. And more than any of the information that I learn from her, it's just her spirit and her liveliness and her encouragement. And I just want to be a platform where you can take the next best step next. So it, like, someone doesn't have to be 20 steps ahead of you to be useful to you. Like, they just have to be one step ahead of you. And I feel like that's where I'm at with so many things in my life, is I don't need an expert. I just need somebody who's been doing it a little bit longer than me and is a little bit ahead of me. So I hope that I can be that for somebody, and I hope that you walk away just feeling just so encouraged that you can take the next best step next. So live empowered, lead empowered. I'm so excited to be on this journey with you.